Join a group of non-swimmer friends in their first ever diving experience here in Coron. My high school best friends went to visit me here in Coron for my birthday and for a vacation. Syempre, part of the itinerary is diving. So, a day before their dives, you went to the shop for their forms and their equipment. Here's a tip to know when your wetsuit fits you perfectly. Pull up the creases. It should be tight. Don't worry about this because this will expand underwater. For as long as you can put both of your arms up, like Kate here, then it should be just fine. On the day of their dive, we rode the jeepney going to the loading area and it brought back a lot of memories because of the rain, maulan, tapos magkakasama kami sa jeep. Very high school. And then we were on the ever so colorful Emily boat. We went to Coron Island because the Coast Guard didn't allow shipwreck trips during that day due to the weather. So the training part of their program was done at CYC Beach. When we were nearing the site, they were asked to wear their wetsuit, their boots. Of course, we need to have some fit checks. Here we are looking like legit divers. Okay, so here's the thing. Whether you've done dives before or it's your first time, an important pre-diving activity is the briefing. For them, it was an introduction to the skills that they will be practicing. While they were being briefed by PADI instructor Ken, the Nugget and I were assembling their tanks. After that, they needed to complete wearing their gears before they go into the water. Of course. So each gear plays an important role for the safety and enjoyment of each dives. And part of making sure that they get to experience that is by having a fog-free mask. Another tip, you can defog your mask using a dishwashing liquid.
Pag hinugatan yung wag mong ano din talaga sa bala.
When they were almost done gearing up, one of the last few things that they need to wear is their BCD, of course, with their tanks on. That moment, I was mothering again. I'll be assisting slash documenting this, so I also need to gear up. Then we were almost ready to go. In diving, there are multiple types of entry, but the best one is the easiest one. So for this dive, we did a ladder entry. And as you can see, the boatman is also helping me put on my fin, so you can always ask for support with your fins. And now we're really good to go. Once we were all ready, it was then time to proceed to the shallow area of the reefs for their training. It should be shallow enough for them to stand up. Ken went ahead and Nico stayed on the boat to help each of them get into the water safely. The group was then divided into two. Joy and JJ went with Nico, Cheska and Kate went with Ken. This was done so the instructors can closely watch and support the students, aka my best friends. By the way, if you're looking for a beginner-friendly dive shop in Coron, please look up Reggae Dive Center. They are your buddy for a safe and fun diving experience. You can check out their reviews on Google Reviews or TripAdvisors. Going back, the first ever skill they did was making sure they are comfortable breathing through the regulators at the surface and then underwater. I was a beginner slash takot lumangoy as well before, and doing this skill helped me pride myself and gain confidence in being underwater. And a tip from Kate, who is a nose breather, practice mouth breathing before your dives so that it's easier for you to adjust. So hello sa ating mga na-train na ng rhinitis na maging mouth breather. Kahit papaano may benefit ang pagkakaroon ng rhinitis. Not proud of it, but at least. The next skill was mask clearing. Personally, growing up, water in my goggles or mask would cause me to panic. That's why I think this skill is so important because just a teeny tiny bit of water inside your mask can bring about so many thoughts in your head as a non-swimmer. Thus, knowing this skill can avoid you from experiencing panic underwater. Then they also did regulator removal and recovery. Again, as someone who is scared of being underwater, knowing the functions of my air source and how to recover it made me feel prepared in case a reg-related situation happens. Generally, when the instructor is satisfied with how you did the skill, you would get a round of applause or a handshake. If not, then you have to do it again. And there are also times that you will be doing other skills other than what I've mentioned, what they have done in their in water training. So after that, we now go to the dive proper. Yay! Since the PADI Discover Scuba Diving course is an introduction to diving, it consists of 2 dives up to a maximum depth of 12 meters. As you just saw, the first half of their first dive is focused on the skills underwater. And then the second half is for them to practice their buoyancy. The second dive is for fun dive or exploration of the beautiful waters of Coron. And we went to Twin Peaks for our second dive where we saw a cute turtle. I think I really it. And of course, other marine life. At the end of the dives, I asked my friends what they wish they knew before diving, and Joy said, don't overexert yourself. Hindi daw alam paano niya explain. Basta, take it slow and enjoy lang. Don't panic. It's organic. For Cheska, it's do not remove your regulators. This is another story. That's your air source. Don't remove it. Huwag siyang tularin. For me, diving is a meditative activity. It teaches us to be in the moment, one breath at a time. And I actually never knew I would fall in love in such an expensive hobby. And I'm just glad that my friends would also do it again. Let me know in the comments what are the questions you have about diving and follow for more Barkada things you did here in Coron.